So, a very wise person recently told me that I needed to slow down in order to speed up. Now, something happened today that made this really hit home for me. But it is absolutely true. We do need to often slow down to gain clarity and focus if we want to move forward and stop moving around in the same old circles. So, in order to accelerate, we do need to sometimes take a step back. But anyway, I was in the sauna this morning and I got chatting to a guy who was in his 70s, a guy called Colin. And we started by just having some chit chat about holidays and children. But very quickly, we started to share stories. And he shared his story about his alcoholism and how he has recovered from this. And I also shared my story about how I recovered from anorexia. And it was amazing. It was like we really connected. There was this real authentic connection. And towards the end, he said something to me that really made me reflect on my own journey and just how far I've come and how resilient I have become. And he said to me, "Do you know what, Rebecca?" He said, "You are a really lovely person and you have enthused me today to go and do that tiling that I keep putting off." And that felt amazing. That put a huge smile on my face. To think that I touched somebody's life this morning so early on felt incredible. But here's the thing. Once upon a time, this never would have happened because either I wouldn't have had time for the sauna, or if I did go into the sauna, I never would have connected with anyone. I wouldn't have spoken about anything, or I wouldn't have shared anything about myself because I was far too ego driven. I was far too busy. I had things to get done and I didn't have time for people. But here's the thing. When we do slow down and we are able to connect with our inner selves, we're also able to better connect with other people. We're able to create those authentic connections and relationships. And this is often something that's really missing in leadership. Now, I hear a lot of the time how leaders say, "But I'm always there for my team. I'm always there to listen and offer advice." But my question here is, are you really always there to listen? Do you really create the headspace? And are you really creating the time to connect with yourself so that you are fully available and you are able to create those authentic connections that really do inspire a sense of belonging? Because usually it's not the case. Usually it's all just paying lip service to being around, but not really being present. Now, if this is something that resonates with you and you really do want to get the best out of your teams, then please do make sure that you get in touch with me. I talk about well-being a lot, but the way that I work with organizations is not in the way that you may think, okay? It's not well-being, it's not tokenistic well-being. It's about creating cultures that really can thrive. And it's about creating teams that are productive because it's coming from the right place. Anyway, enough from me. I really hope that you do find value in this video and that if anything, you just find some time to slow down today and listen to what your gut is really telling you. Because when we can do that, we do begin to find ourselves in a lot happier, more accessible place. But like I said, if it does resonate with you, get in touch and let's talk about how I may be able to support you and or your teams.